What is going on, everybody? It is Matt with Sith Bricks. We're coming at you with another live build today. I'm going to be working on bag 11 for the Mould King Eclipse. I've got it all sorted out here. I'll show you that in just a second. Hold on. Got to have coffee. It's a cool day here where I'm at, so coffee is life. So first, before we get started with the build, I'm going to bring the camera down. I'm going to show you what I did yesterday with bag 10. So bag 10 flushed out this entire piece here. Now, I don't know if this is bottom or top for the side that I'm working on, but it flushed out all of it. Now, just a lot of plate pieces, to be honest. Pretty easy to do. It's not really reinforced on the backside yet, so I'm hoping this changes because I get nervous when I see this much plating without additional reinforcements across the sections. Because what happens is, I'm going to see if my camera, you can kind of tell it's got a little bend down the center here, which is common when you have a lot of plate work to put together. It even helps me see pieces that are sticking up that shouldn't be. I really got to push these ones down, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, but yeah, this was what bag 10 built, was this piece of plating here. And I'm actually going to go turn on my kitchen light here real quick. Give me 1 second, because that way we can see each other better. All right, let there be light. All right, so the thing I was going to talk about. So in my bag, I got a bunch of these plates. They're like, what was that, 1, 2, 3? They're like 6 by 16 plates. Let's see if my camera can get a good angle of it here. These plates were not, they were made well, but not precision. I had to almost stand on these to get these to mount to the other plates underneath it, which was a lot of this plating here. So these plates, at least in my bag 10, made for a real challenge because they did not want to mount up properly. So that was fun, but I only got one left, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But with that said, we're getting ready to get started. Let's see. All right, what's up, Flammy? How you doing? All right, let's get rocking and rolling on this. As you can see, I got everything already sorted out. All my pieces are down. I got the MVP. My cups of stuff is over here. I'm going to kind of pull the camera off me so you guys can see what my hands are doing while I'm building. And I'm going to pay attention for any questions that'll pop up, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. So, all right, well, here we go. So, yeah, I'm doing good, Flammy. It's chilly where I'm at today, and so sorry, I had to count my pieces real quick. So, yeah, I'm doing good. I got to, just working away on this. That's about the best way I can say it. All right, let's see here. We have one hanging off. Yeah, there's a lot going on with it. This is actually a small bag. So bag 11 only has, it only had 2 bags in it. So I have a feeling that this bag is going to marry up with my bigger piece of plating over here, and then maybe we can start to see a little bit of a finish work. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Let's see here. So that's what I like about Mould King. Instead of Lego doing big pieces, they separate all this stuff and they start to build it out like this. Let's see here. Lots of these pieces. These last 2 bags, I've done a ton of these. And so that's another big difference between Mould King and Lego. Lego will put one big piece that's like 10 of these put together to create a plating piece. Mould King will give you 10 individual ones, and you have to make it down the side. So that's a big difference right there, because like this one's going to have a lot of these pieces in here. So very, very common with Mould King to do it this way. So let's see. Hey, Levi, what's up? Oh, man, you had to stop the executor. Well, I appreciate that, man, but don't be afraid to do your work, dude. And I was like, don't let me stop you. So let's see here. I think it's supposed to be that way. Yep, it is. So, yeah, so we'll start to do a lot of these. And Levi, doing the executor, how many of these you got to do to build it out. So let's see. Hey, Demon Destroyer, let's see. I know I haven't done the Eclipse yet, but recommend the Executor, the Eclipse. I recommend the Eclipse, man. for the simple fact that it has interior play built into it. So far, that's really cool because now it gets me excited to do other things within the build. So right now, the Eclipse is by far my favorite, just because I'm excited for the prospect of interior play. So let's see here. Is it these ones? Nope. I got a whole bunch of these little... There's a bunch of these ones in this bag, these little 1x3 triangles. And, you got to hold it up there to the page to make sure you're getting the right one out so you don't mess it up. So I've been known to do a few times. Try not to do it today. It's not embarrass myself on the interwebs. I don't have any issues if I do. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. And yeah, that's always good to have a break too, Levi. You're right. Let's see. How does this look underneath here? It's a weird one. Got a weird piece I'm trying to match up right now. I think that was it. Yep, that was it. Sorry about that. Had a funky piece to do. No, I haven't gotten to do the two main sides yet, Levi, but I have a feel like I'm getting close here. In the next couple of bags, I got to figure like we're going to put the sides on, but I'm not going to put both sides on at the same time because of the obvious weight issues. So even if it tells me to, I'm not, and I'm going to hold on to both sides, and I'll probably have my son help me mount those up. Oh, love coffee. Got to have it. Keeps me safe and other people safe. Let's see. Let's see here. See, it's so weird that like when you're building out a Mould King set, like you're doing precision work like this all the way down. So sometimes it's weird where you only got like one or two studs holding together pieces, but you'll flush it out eventually. But it's just one of those idioms that come with doing Mould King sets sometimes, how they set up. All right. Yep, these ones here. Oh. Yep, I'm with you, Demon. Got to have lots of coffee. And I'm at the age now where I'm like a coffee snob, so I don't drink like Maxwell House or Folgers anymore. I had to do enough of that when I was in the military. So I buy really good coffee. This is actually from a company in Colorado where I grew up called Dazbog Coffee. And so it's my absolute favorite. So I've tried some other of the veteran coffee ones, like Black Rifle Coffee is really good, but it's way too expensive. I just don't like paying that much for coffee. Oh, I gotta get some more plating out of my bag here. So not really a fan of Black. I mean, Black Rifle's good. I'll drink it if it's free, but I don't like to pay for it just because of the price. And I tried Death Wish coffee once, and I had one sip, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. Again, I don't need to have coffee to the point where I feel like I'm going to crap my pants. You know what I mean? So, let's see here. So my dogs. Come on, dogs. Sorry, I've got two dogs. They're going to bark. My kids are coming in and out. We got friends over, so it's just they're going to be barking. So I got a beautiful pit bull. Some of you guys saw her the last broadcast. She's super sweet. Xana. Named her after Darzana. Hey, Xana, come here. Come here. Want to come say hi to everybody on the live stream? Xana, over here. Xana, come here. Come here, baby. Ugh. Come here. Come here. Oh, I got to lift you up. So here's my pit bull, Xana. Here's my baby. There's just a kid in the house, so she's like hyper-focused on that, but she's all bark and no bite. She'll lick your head off if you're not paying attention. She just loves lickings and attention. Yes. Okay, good girl. So she's going to hang out with me. So, all right, I'll keep that in mind, Levi. Yeah, I'm definitely having two people when it comes to putting this together. And so, yeah. All right. Got to keep this party going. I'm not going to try to make any mistakes today. I tell you, what was it? Bag 9, when I had to do a bunch of Technic work, I completely botched it. It was embarrassing. I had to tear it all down to scrap and then just leave it because it was a mess. I couldn't believe that I messed it up so bad that I had to just break it down to the 2x4s. You would have thought it was when the Devastator fell. It was that bad. I just tore it all apart. I was like, I took 5 minutes, had a cup of coffee, Coke and a smile, and then got back to work. But oof, that was a rough day having the Devastator fall on me. I still have not put it on its wicked brick stand for my Lego Devastator. It's still sitting on its original stand. I am going to be building a Lego room very soon, and that's when I'm going to put my Devastator up on its wicked brick stand. So I have a son who is getting ready to move out. He's 18, thank goodness. So when he moves out, I'm turning his room into my Lego room, and it's going to be amazing and glorious. And so it'll be fun. So I may be offline for a couple of weeks while I put in the work to get that done. But it'll be worth it because I'll have a big, huge room. I'm going to build a bunch of shelves, storage, a bunch of things, and so. Oh, good, Levi. You're on bag 10 on the executor. Yeah, that's a big step when you doing the stuff underneath is cool, but I don't know if you had any issues getting it mounted, but that last underside piece for me on the executor was a pain to get mounted. I kept breaking off other pieces, and it felt like it took me an hour to get it mounted up properly, but I did finally do it. So that was good. Let's see. No, didn't do that one right. Come back here. Let's see how many. That's because that one's not on right. See, I'm doing it again, not paying attention. All right, let's try this again, minus me not paying attention. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Demon. Yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet once it's all done. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got to repaint it though because he's got these really dark walls on his room, and it's just not good for a downstairs room the way it's set up. So I will be looking forward to covering up the walls a little bit more. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on, what happened here? Okay, I am doing it right. Sorry, I was about to say I was screwing up again, but it just took me a second to realize what I was doing. So is everybody else as excited for Kenobi as I am? I know I'm pretty stoked for it. Although me being an eternal bad guy person, I am much more excited to see Vader and the Inquisitors than I am to see Kenobi. That's just me. I always root for the bad guys, so... Let's see. Yeah. Well, good, Levi. I'm glad I was able to help you there with that. So, let's see. Is it a 6 or a 4? No, it's a 4. 2x4. Okay, where'd my black 2x4 piece go? I probably have one of it sitting here in my pile. Yep, there it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Yeah, Kenobi's going to be really good. I can't wait. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing a lot more Star Wars movies with de-aged heroes, so to speak. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Oh boy, dogs. Yeah, my kids are going to keep coming out, guys, so I'm sorry about the dogs barking. It's Saturday. They need to be outside. So, yeah, I have a feeling as the technology gets better, we're going to see a lot more de-aged heroes. And I wouldn't be even surprised if they try to do some of the find some of the Star Wars books, the old ones that are in Legends right now, and then move them over to canon. The obvious choice for me would be Shadows of the Empire. That was a great book That was the dogs. That was the second Star Wars book I ever read, was Shadows of the Empire, and I thought it was great. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they do it, especially with Ian McDiarmid still being alive. That would be a great one where he could reprise his role as the Emperor, and we could get Darth Vader. And I think that would be a good one. And then they could do the de-aging with Han and Luke, and have Leia's daughter stand in for her. So that would be my best guess in that department. So I'm sure there's going to be a season 2 of Kenobi. If it's half as good as the trailer makes it out to be, it's going to be amazing. I don't know how y'all felt, but when Duel of the Fates hit, that was like spine tingling for me, just because I love the nostalgia of that song and seeing that lightsaber duel for the first time, which is still hands down the best lightsaber duel in all the Star Wars, is Kenobi, Maul, and Qui-Gon, because of the length and what it went through and whatnot. I would have to say after that, Vader and Luke in Cloud City would probably be my next best Star Wars lightsaber duel, because you have Vader just breaking Luke in half. He breaks his body, his mind, his spirit, and his will in just amazing ways. Well, that makes sense if it was more focused on Vader in season 2. Maybe they could spin from like Kenobi to a Vader and just kind of have them merge seamlessly there, because I know a Vader origin story would be good. But Vader is such a tricky character when it comes to movies, because you have to be so careful with him. Too much Vader and it ruins the mystique. Even though a lot of people love seeing Darth Vader, and here's my kids again being loud. Too much Vader and it kind of ruins it. So you have to be really careful how much Vader you use, so to speak. And that's why I think they did a great job in Rogue One. He was supposed to have a lot bigger parts. He was supposed to be on the Death Star watching, like, there's supposedly some deleted scenes where like Vader and Palpatine were on the Death Star surreptitiously watching watching a test fire on Rogue One. And there were some other scenes that with Vader apparently that they cut out because they felt like too much Vader ruins it. And I totally agree with it. I mean, you think in A New Hope, I think he only had like 18 to 20 minutes of total screen time in the movie in A New Hope, if not less. And so you just have to be real careful with the character. So, all right, let's see. How is this supposed to mount up? Okay. Yep, just like that. You dogs, stop barking. It's people you know. Normally I'd be wearing a Star Wars shirt, but I'm wearing my Mustang shirt today because I drive a Mustang, and I took it out for a spin earlier before the weather got funky, and it just felt good to be driving in my baby. So I left my Mustang shirt on. Let's see. Oh yeah, and who also thinks they need to fix the Grand Inquisitor, man? The Grand Inquisitor in the preview for Kenobi with his like watermelon head or like his cantaloupe head was horrible. So hopefully they go in and CGI that and fix it, because that was terrible looking. I don't have any issues with the way that fifth brother, or I think it's second sister. I think that's who the female Inquisitor is. I don't have any issues with them looking that way, but we already know what the Grand Inquisitor looks like. The Star Wars Rebel show flushed it out completely. So having him show up in Kenobi with a cantaloupe head and where's his evil Sith eyes and whatnot, just kind of was like, I was like, boo this person. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they get that fixed. I'm actually trying to buy one of the Lego TIE Advanced prototypes that has the Grand Inquisitor in it right now. but because he showed up in Kenobi, those Lego sets shot up like another $50 or $60 in value. And that minifigure is worth like over $100 now. But what I'm really hoping they do, because I love watching the people who resell Legos cry, is that when they release, because one of the ships, one of the rumored Lego sets for this fall, I think for August, is going to be the Black Inquisitor ship that you see flying to the Inquisitorius in the trailer. And I hope that they put all the Inquisitors in that ship. You get the Grand Inquisitor, fifth brother, I think it's second sister, maybe some few other like stormtroopers, royal guards, something like that. So I think that would be great, because then it would drive the value of that Grand Inquisitor from that one set down. And then I love watching the people and the Lego investors cry. Like they are. So I don't know if anybody follows all that stuff, but the people who bought the Mace Windu, the people who bought the UCS gunship, it comes with an exclusive Mace Windu in it. Well, a lot of people were buying that gunship for the sole purpose of getting that Mace Windu and reselling it. I mean, his value was going, I think it was going for well over $100 for that Mace Windu figure out of the gunship. Well, that Mace Windu figure is going to be in a set that's going to get released later. They're doing another Republic fighter tank. I ain't going to lie, it looks like a 4+ set. But the nice thing is you get Mace Windu, 2 battle droids, and 3 187th clones with their purple paint. You'll get a jet trooper and 2 regular clones. So that's actually going to be a really cool set, that Lego one, because if you're into clones and whatnot, it's going to be a great way to get a lesser known clone battalion, so to speak. So, but on the flip side, it's funny because you watch all the people whining that their Mace Windu figure is now worthless because it's coming out in that set. And I'm just like, maybe don't try to make Lego an investment strategy. I mean, I hate to say it like that sometimes, but some people get a little too hard up when it comes to the Lego sets and the values and whatnot. It's like, y'all need to chillax. So let's see. Sorry, I had to count the piece out real quick. So let's see, make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. I really hope Lego follows through with the potential to buy retired Lego sets. Oh, nice, Levi. You got that gunship. That's pretty cool. I won't get it just because it's light side. I only really do dark side Legos and dark side Lego like retired sets. But I think it's a pretty cool gunship. I would really like to see the gunship, and they may have made it already, but it's light side. I don't pay attention. The gunship that has like it's almost like the shark mouth, like you saw in those old World War II fighter planes on it. I thought that was a really cool gunship. I think you see that in that Lego Star Wars anime from the guy who did Samurai Jack. I think that's where you saw that one. I think that's a pretty cool paint scheme. Still wouldn't buy it, but I think it's pretty cool. Let's see here. Okay, nope, losing my place again. Stay back on track now. So is anybody going to get some of the new Lego sets that they just released yesterday with the Walmart Collectors Con? They have the Dagobah Jedi Training, the Trash Compactor, and the Death Star Trench Run. Is anybody going to be getting any of those? I am personally going to get the one with the Death Star Trench Run because it's got Vader in it, and I can rig it to where Luke crashes and burns because that's just how I do business. So, but yeah, I'm going to get that one, but I'm not going to get the Trash Compactor is pretty cool because there's a ton of minifigures in that. You get Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, and then supposedly on the backside of the set, there's a 3PO and an R2-D2 that you can put on it too. So if you're into minifigures, that one's going to be a great set. But the Dagobah one, I just don't care for one in general. The minifigures aren't that great. I mean, it's Luke and Yoda and R2 and half an X-wing sticking out. And it feels like that set's already been done a few times. So I don't know. Just the design on that one is kind of lost to me a little bit. So let's see. All right, cool, Levi. Yeah. Well, good luck with those sets, man. Enjoy, dude. Oh. It's just what I do. I got to have coffee. And my super sweet mug that I found at Hallmark of all places. It came with another one with Vader. And so, it's hard to find Palpatine mugs, so sometimes I just go with Vader because it's a lot more readily available. But I sure would like to find a super cool Palpatine mug. Sorry, I got this one's a big piece one, so I got to pull a lot of pieces in. Let's see, 2 1x4s. Cover. My dog's not to bark, but that's okay. I love him so much. Dogs are amazing. And I named my my dog, you heard me say it earlier, but I named her Xana for Darth Xana. So had to do it. My wife gave me really a funny look afterwards, and then I told her the reason why I did it, and then she's like, yeah, that's typical you. And I'm like, yep, typical me. Don't feel bad about it at all. So let's see, 2 exposed, okay. This one's coming along. I'm starting to do this kind of work with it here. Starting to build out I think this is going to be the top of it. It's going to measure up with this and something, so. Yeah, I use my cups, Levi. So they're pretty handy for the $2 I paid for them at Target. So that doesn't bother me at all. When I build my Lego room downstairs, it's going to be pretty cool looking because I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to have a really nice custom Lego storage setup that'll look super nice as far as being able to hold all my Legos and whatnot. So, okay, 1 second. Sorry, I got to focus. Oh, Xana, stop. So we're here barking at thin air. She heard the mailman go by, and she's got to. It's like that Chevy commercial. Walter, it's a civil servant. I think that's hilarious. All right, what's this little guy go to? Oh, he goes underneath here. Sorry. So yeah, we're getting this done. Just really taking my focus because it's one big piece with a couple of small ones, and I just got to pay attention because I swear I don't know like what my brain does, but it's like, hey, you counted 2, but I'm going to tell you that you counted 6. And then you're going to try to set it up, and they're going to realize that you counted 8, and now you screwed everything up. Oh, Xana, stop. Stop. They're kids playing outside. Yeah, the displaying of the ships is going to be tough, considering that the Eclipse, Executor, and Devastator are all 3 feet long and about 18 to 24 inches wide. So I've actually got I do woodworking on the side, and I've got a couple of really big pieces of wood downstairs in my shop that I'm actually going to use to help display some of the really big Mould King sets. And then I'm going to custom build an acrylic case to go around them. So that way they don't get dusty, because that's the one thing I'm going to hate with this Lego room is keeping the dust off. And I'm also going to have some of my other collectibles in there. It's mainly going to be Lego, but I'm going to have some of my other stuff in there. It's going to be so cool when you guys see it. I can't wait. big plans in my head. But until then, we'll just keep them secret. It makes it fun that way. Whew. I don't know why I just yawned. I've had a cup and a half of coffee. I don't know what my brain's doing with me right now, but it's doing something. All right, let's see here. Well, it is getting super windy here, so that must mean a storm may be rolling through, which is fine. Storms are always good. I'm the type of person that to say tornado warning, I'm just going to go ahead and wander outside and see what the tornado warning is all about. Let's see. This just came off on me. Yep, right here. No. Yeah. This is what I hate when pieces come apart, because first now I got to figure out how to. Sorry about this. This just kind of threw me off here for a minute. Like, what the heck is going on with my pieces here? All right, now I got to backtrack because this little piece came off, and I need to see where I got to go back to where it was put on to make sure I'm doing it right. Now it's just coming apart everywhere. Now it's in 3 pieces because, you know, that's just how my luck goes sometimes. Okay, I'm going to. Those 2 pieces right there, and then this one. Okay, it goes right there. Okay, fixed it. Yeah. Yeah, Levi. It happens to me at least 3 times a build. I'm just trucking along, everything's going great, and then it's like, crap, I forgot what I was doing. Xana, stop. Hey, guys. Oh, thanks for bringing in my mail. Just set it over there, please. They know when Dad has Legos in the mail, they're a lot more excited. They'll come in and run and bringing it to me, and they want to see it and whatnot. They just brought me bills and just like threw it at me and be like, "Here, Dad, here's your problems." And I'm like, "Thanks." Oh, you gotta love the honesty of kids, that's for sure. All right. Let's see. So we need a 10 and a 6. Okay. I love doing this stuff here. These are it's kind of hard to see, but it's these little pieces that I put together. So the King molds, that's funny, Levi. Yeah, I've seen the Razor Crest. It looks pretty cool. Again, I wouldn't do it. Just because it's a good guy ship. I mean, I like the Mandalorian. He says some cool stuff, but he's a good guy. So, you know, me and good guys just don't get along. So, I think it is pretty cool. I actually eventually will do the one with the Mould King Jeddah set with the Star Destroyer over the city. That one looks pretty neat. That one is by far the most piece valuation set that Mould King has, because you get like over 5,000 pieces for less than $200. So I had somebody ask that to me last one, like, what's the best, or in a comment, like, what's the best Mould King set value wise? And hands down, it's the Jeddah set with the Star Destroyer. So let's see here. But I've got enough ideas and builds that's going to. I have more than enough to keep me busy for the rest of the year. That's for sure. Between the Mould King sets I'm going to do, the Lego sets that I'm going to do, and the work downstairs. So I'm pretty excited that I've got a really good long plan for it. The short term is just to build bags and have fun and talk to you all, and then slowly build it out here over time. So let's see, how does this work? Yep. So yeah, that's what I just did there, that little guy. I love doing little stuff like that, just putting all the detail work together. I know Lego would be cheap and put it all together as one big piece, and that's one thing I love about Mold King, how they always make sure that stays small, and gives you a lot more build fun out of it. Because I know if Lego did this set, they'd probably cut the pieces in half, if not by like a couple of maybe even like 2/3. Really got to get it on there. I can't use the MVP. Well, no, I actually can because thought I had a stud in my way, but there you go. Sometimes that MVP is money when it comes to doing plating, especially this plate when you guys see it later on, if it's on this one at all. I'm grabbing extra plates. So I have one of my big bags in my extra bag came with all these different plates on it, so I got to grab out of them every now and then. Let's see. Well, that's pretty cool, Levi, that you're going to do all those sets to do a really big mock out of it. My dream mock set would be that 35,000 piece Star Destroyer that one guy did. I've seen it on Lego YouTube. I would love to do something that scale. Who knows, if I hit the lottery, I'd maybe even be able to afford it. I was looking at other mock sites, and I came across one called Republic Bricks. He has some pretty cool sets. I'll give him credit. The sets are pretty cool looking, but he charges way too much for them. So, and I totally get that that's his idea, his design, and I don't disrespect anybody's ideas of making money, but I'm not paying he came up with a Jedi Temple one, which is really cool, which I thought was really cool, but I'm not paying $1,600 for a temple set that with the pieces says it should cost about $600 or $700, and so another one I've seen is Mock Brickland. It looks like they take Mold King sets and they scale them down. So, I'm starting to do research on this. I'm always getting real nervous when I have to go get something from China. It's like, okay, well, I want to get something, but I only want to spend maybe $100. So in case I get screwed, I'm only out $100 instead of a lot more. So it's kind of my thought process and all of that. So. Sorry, I'm trying to line this up right now and make sure I did it right. I think that's right. Had to put a couple of underside pieces on right here, and so. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Yeah, I was always hard putting underside pieces on, especially when I got to count the circles on the bottom to make sure it's lined up right. Always throws me for a loop. Yeah, Levi, 35,000. But it's probably 4 of the Lego Devastators put together in size, if not more, and it's got a full interior play set too. So who knows? Maybe eventually I'll go for it, but for right now, it's just on my my pass list. So let's see. Oh, I can finally get to put these together. All right, let's see how this wants to go. Sorry, I'm doing this all in my head right now to make sure it's going to look good. Yeah, there it is. All right. So we've got this piece put together now, all set up and done. So this is about 18 inches right here. So it's pretty cool. So now it looks like I'm going to start doing some reinforcing work to make sure that this doesn't come to pieces on me. Yeah, I can't wait, Levi, to do the Monarch. That's going to be such a fun build. I have a feeling that's about the same size as this here, which is fine. That's another, 5 weeks of building right there. So let's see here. All right. Okay, and that section's done now. We can set that over here on the laptop. Hopefully it doesn't push any buttons. And actually, you know what? We're not going to put that over here. Just going to set this over here, top of my cups. All right. Oh, here's this big nasty piece. This is going to be fun. All right. Let's see. Say it's just going to be fun because of how hard it was to get the pieces to snap in. I have to really lay into it to get it to mount up properly. Even the hammer struggles to get this on and set up. All right. Hopefully that's good enough. Sorry, guys. Really got to fight this to get it to go together and stay together. I've never hit pieces this hard when I had to start putting these ones on, but thankfully that's my last one to mess with. How many hours do I build in a day? Well, I usually only do one bag, Levi. So whatever that takes. Like yesterday was almost 3 hours to do that bag, getting all the plate work and everything done. Some days it goes a lot quicker. It just really depends on the bag. That's all. Because if I do, on occasion, if I know for sure that the bags are going to be small, like, on the executor, once you get towards the end of the executor, you'll see a couple bags that you can do back to back. That's not too bad because you're building like left and right sides. I'll do those in a day, but for the most part, the main bags of all the Mould Kings, I do one a day. Simply because I've got, my kids and everything else, and I got to pay attention to them. And as much as I love building Legos, I cannot have them running around being heathens in my house. So, part of the reason why that's another reason I do one bag a day is so I can, make sure I'm able to spend time with them and do stuff with them. Let's see. Okay, I had my pieces backward. I'm just getting this all twisted around. Let's see. It should be on the third one. Yep, there. Put this on the wrong side. It's like, why is this not working? Here's my picture's not matching up. All right. All right, got that done. That's what we're working on right now. Oh, I need to plug in my laptop. It's telling me it's time to charge it. All right, there you go. Give my laptop some juice. Now I can actually see my screen again. So Yeah. I'm one of those weird ones. I always use stuff till the battery dies. I don't ever leave like my laptop plugged in 24/7 because I hate it when I have electronics that are so dependent on the power supply that they don't work without it. So I'll usually run my laptop on on the live streams until it's like 5% away from dying, and then I plug it in. So that way I just help condition the battery that much better. Sorry, I just had to count to myself real quick. Yep. Do you do a bag a day, Levi, when you do your stuff, or do you do like as many as you can, or how do you build? And everybody else, you can put on there how you build too. My dogs are so excited to see people on the other side. They're just going nutsoid. Oh, you gotta love dogs. Okay. It'd probably help if I try to put this on right. So I got this. So I'm curious right here because I can't see on my picture if this is supposed to be covered or not. So I'm kind of looking into it right now to see what this wants me to do here. All right, well, we're going to leave it as is for right now. And if I got to fix it, I got to fix it. But I think it's right based on what I did. So, yeah, that's not bad, Levi. It's what you got to do. You know, you got a life and everything. Only a small portion can afford to do Lego as a living. So, I'm just very thankful that I can do it the way I can because I'm retired. So, that means a lot to me there. So. And I'm finally putting these big old pieces together here. So give me a second here while I marry these guys up. All right. Well, let me stand back. I finally got the length of the piece done. This is probably 3 feet easily. I'm going to stand it up on its end here with me. Yep, it comes right up to the Mustang letters on me, and I'm 6 foot tall, so it's easy that this piece is 3 feet long. Just beautiful. So I'm going to set this. Nope, actually, now I have to make space for it because now I see my next page. I'm doing detail work on it. So give me a second here. I'm going to reorganize my setup here so I can get cranking on this detail work. And take my hat off because my head's starting to sweat. All right, look at this big, beautiful battleship. If it wasn't called the Eclipse, I'd call it Black Beauty. Wasn't that a horse? I think that was called that. I don't know. All right. So I got a big piece here. Got 2 1x8s. Yeah, I'm gonna try. You can't really see it, but I got a funky little detail piece that I'm doing right now. If I think I get another bag that's going to be slow enough, I'll time lapse that build for everybody to see. I know some people liked it when I did the time lapses with the executor, because you can take like 3 hours of building and condense it down into about 5 minutes. And so let's see here. I need how many of those? 6 of those. Okay. Every 2 spaces. It's already a neat little piece. It's coming together pretty cool. All right. Nope. Oh yeah, Rainer, I totally agree with your statement that Mold King is a much better value. You are dead on. I mean, this is a 13,000 piece set, and if that was Lego, they would probably charge at least $3,000 for a set this size. If you take the Star Destroyer and scale it up, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to charge that much for it. So yeah, you're spot on with that assessment as far as Lego and expense wise. Now, I do enjoy getting regular Lego sets just because it's some of my favorite things from the movies. But I try not to go too crazy when I'm buying Lego stuff, just because, I just don't like spending that much money. And so, and as usual, I did it wrong. So now I gotta fix my glitch because I'm not paying attention. No, wait, I did do it right. Nope, I did it wrong. Yeah. But this piece does not want to give. There it is. MVP for the win.
He doesn't really hate people. He just likes to jump to bed.
Yeah.
Me asking Sophia to play computer games.
No.
She asked us if we.
No, you guys know you can't play games.
Damn.
You can't play games.
Just go outside and have fun, guys, while the weather is still good. Yeah. I know it is.
Come on, guys.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure out where this piece goes. All right, I'm really focused right now. I think it goes right there. Yep, right there. That was pretty neat. So that piece right there, I built. You can kind of see it attached right there on the ship. Using the pivot pieces, I was able to make it work. So that's pretty cool looking right there. I have a feeling that this piece is an underside piece because I haven't done any underside work. And the one thing I know about Mould King is they like to do those underside pieces and make them tricky to do. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I'll tell you, Rainer, I was really nervous when I bought my Mold King set back in December. I was like, did I just really throw money down the drain? And so it was pretty cool that it actually turned out to be okay. And now I'm actually hooked on it. I love getting Mold King sets. My problem is I want to own them all right now, but my wallet is like, stop. So I have to remember that even though I want to buy another set, I don't need to buy another set because I have, I still have 20 something bags left of the Mold King set to do. So there's just so much going on. So I got kids coming in and around, so it's a little bit noisy. I do apologize. Kids being kids, what can you do? It'd be easier to do with everybody in school, I could do a live stream when they're all in school, but then most everybody's working, so I don't think that'd be a good idea. So that's why I do my live streams on this date, just so I can have Xana. Come on, sweetie. Xana. Stop barking at our friends. She's got to bark at everybody. Let's see. So I'm doing this little piece right here. Lots of little stuff going on here. Okay, it was like it told me to get out four, like something. I just realized I have to do this 2 times now. Give me a second here. So it just had me build one of these guys right here. Kind of a neat looking thing. It's going to mount on top of it. So I just got to build another one here real quick. Oh. If you just heard my oldest son up here, he's upstairs coughing now. So sorry, guys. I normally would be talking more, but this I just got to focus on so I can get it done and get it done right. All right, let's see. This one goes right here. Okay. And this one goes all the way up here. As I drop it. Okay, does it go in? All right, let's see what we're doing now. I'm going to do 2 more of these. This is going to go pretty quick here because this plating is always makes it go quick. Let's see. Yeah. All right, sorry. Now I can get back to doing this. Yeah, I like building MOCs too, Rainier. They're a lot of fun to do. I've only done a few small ones, like tiny ones. I haven't done anything big. I definitely want to start doing bigger ones, but I'd rather do all the Mold King stuff first before I start diving down the rabbit hole of doing MOCs, especially ones that people do. So let's see. I gotta match this up real quick. Ugh. Those are the wrong two. Those are the right two. All right. All right. Just plugging away on these little detail pieces right now. So that's what I'm doing here. Let's see. So yeah, so that's what I just built there, this little piece like this. I gotta build another one real quick. So that's where these little ones, if I don't stay super focused on it, I'll mess it up. So give me a minute here while I knock this out real quick. All right, got it done. Wish they were all that easy. All right, let me throw it. This thing is so big. This is even making the executor pieces look small. All right. Just dropped one on the floor. The one benefit about having linoleum, I can hear my pieces hit the floor when I get my Lego room done downstairs. It's on carpet, so probably gonna have to put a piece of plastic down or like something under my desk so I can hear a piece hit when it bounces.
So if you want to take us to one of a friend's houses,
You have to stay in the development.
it is in the developing.
Okay. Kids. Do they not know that their dad is doing a live stream? You gotta love them. Now I gotta do some of the bane of my existence, my pinchers. Yeah. That's cool, Levi. Yeah, you had mentioned that, Levi, about you doing your own MOCs. That's pretty cool, man. Okay. All right. I got to run these pieces all the way down the side of it. They've got little spots for it down the side of the ship here. I got to put it all on here real quick. Not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Having a moment here, team. Let's see. Yep. Sorry, not much talking going on right now, guys. I'm just trying to focus and get this on here. I got a few more of these small pieces on. You guys feel free to ask me questions about anything. I'd like to think my Star Wars knowledge base is pretty vast. I don't know anything about the new stuff, the High Republic or whatever, but if, I like to think I have a pretty decent knowledge base of everything else. The rubber band on the tip of the executor has worked great, but it still has not bent the pieces properly in shape. And my adult son told me that he watched some other videos, and a lot of other executor builders have done the same thing with the nose. So who knows? I bet you I'm going to probably have to leave that rubber band on for like a year. Who knows? Maybe longer to see if it'll work, so to speak. It's just a shame, but that's just kind of where we're at with it. So I'm doing getting ready to do the gravity well projectors on the Eclipse. So one thing I always liked about the Eclipse is how it had gravity well projectors built into it. So it didn't need an interdictor cruiser to pull ships out of hyperspace. So I thought that was a really, really neat function of the ship. Nice. Yeah, I don't use the craggle unless I absolutely have to, Levi. I may use the craggle on the bottom of the executor where the bottom plating snaps into the like this keel superstructure on it, because one of my plates is loose on the bottom. So if I ever move it, I'll probably break it down and craggle that, so at least it'll stay put there. But at least they didn't use magnets like they did with the original UCS Star Destroyer. That was like one of the biggest face palms Lego ever did, was they used magnets to secure the Lego, that original, I think it was the 2001 UCS Star Destroyer, because everybody who owns that set and built it, the magnets faded after about 15 years, and now their ship is either they have to pay to upgrade the magnets themselves, like swap them out, or they're stuck with the ship that doesn't stay together. So Yeah, Lego learned real quick with that magnets are probably not the best idea on Lego builds. All right, got all that done. Got the gravity well projectors on. Yeah, now I have to put the plates all together. Okay. Got to stand up, take a deep breath, get ready to rock and roll. I got to clear my space here real quick. I don't know if I'm going to be building too much more. I have a couple extra pieces. Let's see how this goes. I finished building the bag. So that was it. So bag 11 completed all of this bottom plating here. So that's bag 11 from tip to tail. So the two gravity well projectors, the design and whatnot. But this piece is actually going to be like this because I've got my big piece up here. It's going to come in the camera there that I got to mount on top of it. So, yeah, Levi, I would love to have the original UCS Star Destroyer. When it comes to Legos, I'm actually going to, I've decided that I'm going to collect Star Destroyers in all forms, AT-AT walkers, and oh gosh, I just forgot my third one, TIE fighters. Those are going to be the three main genres that I focus on with Lego sets. So I've actually got a lot of Star Destroyers. That's the one I have the most of. I'm really short on AT-AT walkers. So I think I'm going to finish Star Destroyers first and get all the Star Destroyers out there, including the bane of my existence, 10221, the Executor, the Lego Executor, and get that going. I'm really, really hoping. So I don't know if any of you guys, hey, Reven, how you doing? I don't know if you guys know, but Lego is, through their VIP program, they had mentioned that they're going to start a new VIP program. Sorry, my brain's all over the place. Let me get a sip of coffee here real quick. It's a little cool, but I don't care. So what they're doing with the VIP program is it's going to be $5 a month or $60 a year. And you're going to get early access to buy sets, some downloadable things, some sets that only VIPs can buy and whatnot. But there was one really cool line that said the chance to buy retired sets. Now, they didn't say what genre. They didn't say like anything. But Lego is kicking around the idea of bringing retired sets back because Lego themselves have said that they hate the secondary market. They don't like the fact that some of their retired sets cost thousands of dollars now. They understand that it's hard to defeat a secondary market, but they have stated several times that they do want to prevent it because they want everybody to be able to enjoy everything within a reasonable amount of time. They say that they can't build sets forever, but they want to give as many people the opportunity to get a retired set as possible. So that's something that I really hope for, especially like in the Star Wars and Harry Potter genre, because that's where a lot of the retired sets people are going to want to buy from, besides like the Lego City and whatnot. So I'm really, really hoping that I don't have to splurge $1,000 for that Executor in order to get all of my Star Destroyers. I have a sizable Funko collection for Star Wars, and I'm probably looking to move soon. And I'm trying to see if I can find a guy or a gal or shop owner or whatever that'll be willing to do Funko. Like I can trade my Funkos in and trade them for Legos, or I can trade them into the store, and then they can go buy the Legos that I want for me, and then just go from there. It's kind of like a store credit thing. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I enjoyed Funkos, but I'm just not into them anymore. I'd rather be doing Lego instead of Funko. I mean, my collections, it's like $9,000 for what I'm looking to sell right now. So we'll see if I can make that happen. So now I got to grab this thing here. See, this is the fun part about this set is it bends. Oh, I love this so much, especially when I'm by myself. Fly away. All right, let me get this situated here so I can start trying to figure this nightmare scenario out. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, it says it's pretty straightforward, but I've been told lies before. Okay. Just gonna set this on here. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get this all mounted up right now. Get it like under here so we can. Don't slide. Bad Lego set. Yeah, it keeps wanting to slide on me. So this top piece is so heavy, so it wants to slide on me. Let's see, where's this piece go? Let's see. Yeah, that should all marry up like that. You gotta really push it in. It's such a weird freaking angle. Okay. Oh, okay. One sec. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Oh, sorry, guys. This is really digging into my hands here. Trying to get this all mounted up properly. Oh, got it. Woo! All right. Well, that's bag 11, guys. I got it mounted. Let me show you here. So it looks like bag 12, when I started tomorrow, is I'm going to be building the opposite side now. So bags 12 through 16 are going to be the exact same that I just did here. But now my whole, let's see, this is the port side is now done. So it's all finished here from tip, looking down, 6 feet down the pipe, so to speak, to like this guy here. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Huh? No, I'm not done yet. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I was wondering why, so I'm going to try to recreate it here without damaging too much stuff. So these pieces, you can see the red piece up here just on the other side of my thumb wasn't married up. It's because there's rotating pieces in there I got to seat in properly. So hopefully this isn't too much of a pain in my you-know-what to fix. It's really odd that that's doing it now. Huh. So that's weird. So the instructions don't say to do anything with this here. I'm trying to get away so I can show this to you. So I'm going to tilt my camera down. So right here, I have these tilted pieces here. And it's over here. And there's one right here. Now, the instructions don't say anything about mounting them up, but they mount perfectly. And you can see it on this one here. There's a red piece hiding in here that they all mount up to. So I'm going to try to finagle that right now because that would at least line everything up properly. So See, this is funny. All my pieces are lined up properly. All right. Yeah, see, I'm trying to work on that right now, Levi, because it doesn't say it in the instruction manual at all. It just shows me how to mount up the front ones and not the back ones. Even though my front ones are mounted properly. So, oops, I just knocked off the back wall here. Put that back on here. So I'm trying to think. So yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to figure this out. So yeah, I'm already done, Revin. This bag 11 was only 2 bags. It was just it was a lot of detail work to finish up the underside here. But now this bugaboo is trying to get this thing mounted up and proper. And I'm thinking I may just pop these front pieces off, the front mounting pieces, and work it back together from another angle. Whew. Okay, that was scary how easy that came apart. Thankfully. Yeah, much better. So I think the print instructions were wrong. Take it easy, Rainier. See you, Reven. Or no, never mind. Reven's going. So the instructions were not done right for this part at all. It is more important, I can tell right now, to have this pieces here. There's 4 of these right here that are on pivot points. Mount these up first, so that way you know you have a straight line going down your piece like this. And then you can snap your front pieces in wherever they go. Because I think I got some bad angles on some stuff here. And so, but doing this now, everything lines up a lot nicer now. Oh, yeah. So, yep. All right. Much better. Everything is snapping together a lot easier now. So, yep. Trial and error with these things. My mistakes are your guys' gains. So, all right. So it's done and it's mounted, guys. So we're all set up here. Bag 11 is done. I'm going to start bag 12 tomorrow, and I'll have the video up probably the next day. And I'll do a bag or an up close video with my phone on the reveal on this. But there we go. We've got the port side of the destroyer done. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. I really appreciate you all hanging out and watching. We'll do another live video next Saturday. I got to see what time it may be at, like 1 or 2 again. But plan on every Saturday having a live build going forward. So you guys have yourselves a good rest of the weekend, and I will see you guys next week for a live build, and then I'll have some more videos for you tomorrow. So peace.